Hi and welcome back to Chop's Garage. Haven't done anything for a while because Petey and Petey's been almost full time with me, two glasses Pete, polishing the car there, have been absolutely crazy busy buying and selling cars. I don't even know where to start from the last video, but it has been mental. Anything under 5 grand that's got a small CC engine has been absolutely flying out the door and we're struggling to keep up. So we sold the blue Polo. We sold the Suzuki Swift, that's going out. We've got somebody on a DS3 again tomorrow. The Toyota Yaris I bought has sold. The Astra has sold. What else has sold? The Focus Estate has sold, taken in their part exchange. I don't know how many of these cars I'm repeating from a previous video, but it seems like it's all happened in the last week. What else has sold and gone out the door? Just loads. Everything's selling. We've got more stock in. We've got a part exchange there from a subscriber, little 2007 Renault Clio 1.2, only 74,000 miles. He's really looked after that. That might well be worth retailing. Our Peugeot 208's back from MOT, didn't need too much. Pete's giving it machine polish because that's really going to make that pop. It wasn't popping before. The thing on the Planet there is a front bumper for the Mariva. Well, not a whole front bumper, we just need the grille off it. I can only find a bumper with the grille in to replace the broken one on the Mariva we've got here, which is a nice low mileage example. We've got to repair the crack in it, then swap the crack grille over from that one, and then probably put that one up for sale, that bumper, to get our money back. Our Mercedes is sold from the previous video to our subscriber who's missed out on a couple of cars from me and definitely wanted to get his deposit down on this one and be assured of getting this one, so just got to pop it down and get an MOT done on that one for him. What else have we bought anything new that you haven't seen before? We got this beautiful Beetle convertible, only 25,000 miles I think on this, 25,000 miles on a 66 plate. I'm not even sure what engine it's got. This has come via my mate Jamie at Total Vehicle Solutions, top geezer. He wanted to help a friend out who lived nearer to me than to them. They needed a buyout price on the car so they can go get their new car. She's had this from brand new. Bless her, she was in tears when she let it go. It is proper mint, this one. Right, so we've sold the little Peugeot 2008. That is going to be going out soon. Petey took it down for an MOT. And what did they want on the MOT? They wanted, what was advisory, Pete, versus what was actual fail? Can't remember, we'll get the sheet out 2 seconds. So it was a CV boot clip and it was rear tyres, believe it or not. They got loads of tread on them. We put brand new ones on the front before we took it down because they were getting low and we thought they'd fail anyway. But it was advised for the rear tyres. Now, although they got loads of tread on them, plenty of tread on them, as you can see, they reckon they're out of shape. They said on the ramp when they were rotating the wheels that there were bulges or something in them. And Pete said when he was driving it, it didn't feel great either. It was advised for discs and pads, and obviously we don't do advisory. So what we're having to do is we're ending up doing tyres all the way around, because I'm just going to drop these off to get them done as well. So they're going to have 4 new tyres all the way around, and we're doing new discs and pads all the way around as well as doing that CV boot. Now, someone said about dealers making too big a fuss about advisory-free MOTs. Now, the difference being that if you got a lot of people, if their car went in for an MOT and it passed and it got advisory for disc and pads, they'd just carry on running it until it got to a point where it needed to be done. The difference for us, you know, to have this work done, we're spending probably another 250 quid doing discs and pads all the way around just to remove those advisories. So this customer's going to end up getting a car, like I said, it's got brand new tyres all the way around, brand new discs and pads all the way around. And I don't see why I shouldn't shout out about that. I don't see why I shouldn't be proud of the fact I've done advisory free. You can see, for example, these pads probably actually would go again. It's just the discs that are a bit nasty. And what's probably happened before is someone's done exactly what others would, which is put a set of they've put a set of pads on without doing the discs at the same time. So now we've got to a point where the discs are totally shot, but the pads, well, that one isn't good, but the pads aren't that bad. So yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't shout that we do advisory free. It's money I don't have to spend to get it for an MOT, but we do, to get the car to a really good level of preparedness for the new owner. They're not going to have to do tyres for a donkey's age now, and they're not going to have to do disc and pads for a donkey's age now. Just pointed out, we've also done oil and filter service on it, and we've got it booked in for the cam belt as well. So new discs and pads all the way around, tyres all the way around, cam belt, oil and filters. So you can't say we aren't going above and beyond in prep, but could it still go wrong? Of course it could. It's a car. There's thousands and thousands of components on this car. Person could take it out, run around for a week or two, and something can happen. That doesn't mean we didn't prep it properly, and it doesn't mean that we sold them a dodgy car. You've got to realise when you're buying cars, you're not buying a fridge or a TV where you've got a few hundred components. You've got thousands and thousands of components on these, and you're not taking your fridge or your TV out and doing 60, 70 mile an hour in it every day along bumpy old roads, are you? One of the jobs we got on today is the Golf here that we sold. We've been waiting on a bonnet for it because the old bonnet is absolutely pummeled with dents, and a lot of them were above the bracing, so didn't think a dent man could do it. Tried something different this time round. Ordered a bonnet from eBay in colour. Now I'm not talking about a used bonnet. I couldn't find a used bonnet in the right colour. I'm talking about a brand new bonnet that they have painted before they've delivered it. Pretty costly. Cost me something like £400 including the VAT. So it's not a cheap fix to do on the car, to be honest. And we're now going to put it on, and obviously we've got to hope that they've done a good colour match. So we'll get PD in and we'll get that on and see how we get on with the colour match. Well, blow me down, guys. That is bang on. Absolutely bang. Obviously there's light on this, different to light on this on camera coming from the sun, but in real life, panel to panel, it is as close as I've seen anyone achieve a match, to be fair. So to have that done through the post, so they've taken a brand new bonnet, painted it and put it through the post. It came packaged absolutely beautifully, and they even did the underside really well. They've got all the nooks and crannies and everything. Yeah, well impressed with that, well impressed with that. Bit of an option if my guys are busy paint wise, or I mean, because to buy the panel and get the panel to me was almost like £300, and then have my guys paint it would have been easy 250, I'd have thought. So I've saved, I would think, 150 quid or more doing it this way. Nice. Anyway, we've got to give it a quick valet because our subscriber wants to go and pick this up today, so we need to give it a good old valet. It's not had a proper one yet, and then another one out the door. So been photographing all morning, photographed the Peugeot 208 that's all ready to go now, photographed the Hyundai i30 that is all ready to go now, photographed the 2012 Focus, which is one of my favourite cars here, the 1.6 Z-Tech Turbo. Little flyer, handles brilliantly, just a wicked car. It's got 118,000 miles on it, but absolutely full service history. One of our customers part exchanged that in against the car. Yeah, just a brilliant bit. Ended up driving that for 3 days. Photographed the Captiva again, now that we've got that back in part exchange. I've been on my phone all day as well. The only way I've managed to survive today is by having a JS 3000, because we needed to jump start a couple of cars to move everything about, and I run out of battery on my phone. So topped on saved the day again. If this is the first time you've seen these on my channel, anybody who watches my channel regularly knows I live by these topped on JS 3000 jump packs. This is the biggest one they do. It will start cars for you all day long. You've got 8 or 9 cars to start. This thing will start, and it'll start cars that are completely dead. But then if you run out of battery power on your phone, you can plug it in. They have got a storming deal on these at the moment, £122. That's the cheapest I've ever known them be. So if you haven't got yourself a topped on jump pack yet, I'll put a link in the video description down below. I cannot recommend these things highly enough, especially if you've got multiple cars in your household, and you know some of them don't use very often. You need to jump start them every now and then. Subscriber messaged me the other day and said how he'd managed to save his neighbour with their topped on jump pack the other day. I think he said there's some other pack that wasn't working at all, but the JS 3000 started it straight away. Just the best jump packs I've ever used, so highly recommended. Like I said, £122. That is the cheapest I've ever seen these, so I'll put a link in the video description. Get on it quick because they tend to sell out really, really fast. So yeah, they've saved the day, allowed me to photograph all the cars. All I need to do now is get all the pictures online, get all these cars advertised, because things are selling so quickly at the moment. These cars are all under £5,000. So I think we've got 3995, we've got 3295, 3495, and 3995. That is the market. That is absolutely flying at the moment. I've still got a load of cars that are in that price range I haven't got up yet, which is the Fiat Panda 4x4 because we need to get the MOT done, Citroen C3 because we need to get the MOT done on that, That's going to be more money, the BMW. And the Adam I picked up over here is going to be a bit more money than that, but not much more than that. So lots of cars in that kind of price range still. What have I got over there? A little Clio over there I haven't photographed today actually. Little Clio that also is a cheapy end of the market. So actually I might take some photographs on that now actually while I'm talking about it. Let's get that done. Sorry if the sound is packed. Girls are excited, they found an all year round Christmas shop. Just a fantastic stay at Ivy Hall, little B&B here before we go and pick up our car from our subscriber. Turns out the owner of this premises, Auntie Deborah, is the aunt of course, of Ashley Automotive's owner, which is a car dealership in Bournemouth, which is fantastic. He said, if you speak to him at all, say hi from Auntie Deborah. Well, I will say Auntie Deborah has got a fantastic B&B and makes a wicked breakfast. Yeah, if you come into the Isle of Wight, book in here because the room was far bigger and far nicer than any hotel room I've stayed in for a long time. So here we are at Osborne House at the Isle of Wight, having picked up our first WAV car from our subscriber Mark. WAV being wheelchair accessible vehicle. VW Caddy on a 2013 only covered 26,000 miles. Mark unfortunately is wheelchair bound due to a motorcycle accident in his youth. I have to say, what a lovely guy. I don't think I could be quite as chipper as he is in the situation he's in, but he is full of the joys of spring and absolutely just a lovely geezer. We've had a good old chat for a while. He's not using the vehicle anymore. He got it obviously so he could get about, but it's just sitting there unused at the moment, hence the 26,000 miles on it. He bunged me a message and said, James, would you be interested in buying? I thought, wow, what's this game all about if you don't take a chance every now and then? I've never had one before. Obviously, Mark's is a super low mileage one in lovely condition. He's fitted a new clutch to it. It's got a full history on it. And it's just something different, isn't it, to try out? Obviously, I'm in the North Devon where there are a lot of retired people. Spend their retirement up there. I thought possibly this is something that might be suitable. This is one where you can either have that front seat in place or you can take it out and a wheelchair user can go right up to the front with you. I guess the other option was something like this. It could be turned into a little camper van, couldn't it? Because you've got that lowered floor giving you a bit more access. You've got that little ramp in the back here. I guess if you had elderly dogs and you wanted to get elderly dogs in and out without any hassle, this would be a cracking vehicle for you. It's got the 1.6 diesel in it, so plenty of punch, but loads of economy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet the family now, go around Osborne House with them, and then we'll get this back to the unit and have a proper look over it and see how she goes and so forth. 6-speed manual. Mark's given me half a tank of diesel. That should get me all the way home, shouldn't it? These are very economical. So we'll have a good look around it, and then we're going to get it up for sale, and we'll see what the score is with it. But like I say, I'm already late to the family, so I better crack on. That's the UK mainland, and a VW Caddy has been driving perfectly. One thing is, why do all VW Caddies smell exactly the same inside? They've got this smell that every VW Caddy I've ever had has, and it isn't me. I'm not the common factor, it's the actual vehicle. Anyway, so we've got about another, I think, 3 or 4 hours home yet. So this car hasn't been used an awful lot recently. This is going to get a good opportunity for it to be in a diesel, for it to get nice and warm and clear out, hopefully. And yeah, I shall catch up when we're back at the unit. An absolute must stop if you're on the 303 is the Matea Diner, which they've now put a bypass over there. It used to be directly on the road, but now there's a bypass there, so make sure you support this place. I'd love to make sure this keeps going because it's just go-to for fantastic burgers. If you're on a 303 and you've never stopped here before, stop at the Matea Diner. Yeah, really decent service and fantastic food as well, good value for money. So I'm hoping that bypass doesn't kill it for them. So back at Chops HQ with the Caddy, drove perfectly, got no concerns about that at all. Obviously this is the following day. Yeah, no concerns with it at all. What did I end up doing? I did about probably 4 or 5 hours of driving in this. Did a couple 100 miles, didn't we? Yeah, and no concerns at all. We'll have a little go at this ramp. How does this work then? I didn't really have time for Mark to show me. Is it manual? I imagine it's manual, isn't it? That comes up like that, and then... What is it though? Is it though? I probably should have got some instructions on this, shouldn't I? Before I started jumping straight into it. It looks like it would be manual to me. I don't see any electrics on it. But I could be wrong. Is there a big actuator underneath here somewhere? Oh, there is. Or at least it doesn't look like it's got any wiring going to it, so that looks manual. You'd think I'd have asked Mark before I left, wouldn't you, how all this works. Oh, actually no, it's just sprung loaded. That's all it is. Oh, super simple to do then. It's just sprung loaded. There we go. I did think I could have this for my motorbike, couldn't I? Have my motorbike fit in there or not? Why would I need to carry my motorbike about? So there we go. Into the back. I'm 6'2", and so I'd say you'd have to be about like under 6 foot to be able to stand in it. Not that that's what it's for. Then just wheel your person in and out, and then presumably all these hooks here allow you to hook yourself down. Oh, I know. There's some these things here. That's what they're for. These go onto them. Mark will be shouting at the screen now, going, James, that's where it goes. So these things here go into the floor S. Now to lock the person into place, slide and click. I'll pull that up, I think. Yeah, I'll work out how that works in a bit. I said the front seat there, that just unbolts under there, can be wheeled out. There's a load of different uses you might have for this, isn't there? And how easy is it to put back up again? Oh, that spring works quite well. It's really light to lift. Might be nice to put a bit of rubber on there. Stop that getting banged up. Pop that down like that. And there we go. Someone told me, a customer of mine, I mentioned I was getting one of these, said that they had a friend that was out of work, bought one round here, and then advertised herself as a taxi service for people that needed wheelchair access vehicles. Apparently she's ram full of work. So perhaps it could be a little business for someone. Or like I say, you could get doggos in like that. And a lot of old dogs struggle to get in that cars, don't they? Or James, you could just use it as it's designed for wheelchairs. Anyway, that's what I said earlier. This is what it's all about. Buying different vehicles, trying them out, and seeing how you get on with them. So this one, as I said, has had a clutch. It's also had a cam belt. Got a really good history. Value-wise, I was guided by Mark a bit on this. I did a little bit of research after he told me. I'm seeing ones with higher mileage than this going for, well, sort of double and triple the mileage. It's going for like £8,000. We think a reserve, I'm not going to put it to auction, but basically a figure of about £9,000 sounds about right. 8,995 sounds about right based on that low mileage, the condition it's in, the service history. So we'll give it a go at that and see how we get on. Right, I've got to shout out James, the winner of our Audi A3 in the last raffle. He has decided to have the car. If you remember, raffling off this low mileage Audi A3 convertible, giving a proportion of the proceeds to North Devon Hospice. I'm pleased to say we're going to be giving them about, I think about 2,600, might even be 3. I've got to do the final maths on it. But we're going to give them a big chunk of cash, which is going to be greatly appreciated, no doubt, in memory of our subscriber that passed away recently, that we had the Rolls Royce from. So yeah, that car's going to James. He's going to have the car because I think he's promised it to his daughter, he said. So we're going to pull it out, give it a clean, just check it all over again. It did have its MOT. And yeah, congratulations to him. Many thanks to everyone that entered the raffle. I say, even if you didn't win, you've done some good for charity. We're going to be prepping the next raffle car, which the 106 GTI isn't quite ready yet. So we're going to put up another hot hatch, which I've just had the dent guy come and do some work on, take out some little dings in it for me, which is the Fiesta ST. Fiesta ST, widely recognised as one of the best handling and most fun hot hatches that money can buy. The Ford Fiesta ST. It's a 2015. If I remember rightly, the mileage, I'll put it on there, is again quite low. It's only about 50,000. It had a bit of a ding up on the bonnet here, which has been done. I had one on the wing by my dentless removal guy. Interior on it, excuse the truck, is fantastic. Full blown Recaro sports interior.
full-blown bucket seats. It's all in lovely condition in here, 6-speed. Oh, it's 58,000 miles. Just come up and dash, 58,000 miles. Everything in here is in lovely nick. It's a good car to raffle because it has been modified, and I don't know what my warranty company would say about modified cars. It has a boost gauge up here. A lot of money's been spent, but it's been spent well. It's decent stuff on this. It's got a nice aftermarket exhaust. It sounds fantastic. I will do a video of that running at some point as well. It's had an upgraded cooling system with a big aftermarket radiator there. These, you know, these are well known for being tweaked by quite a lot of people. They make a fantastic track day car if that's the kind of thing you want. This thing is fast, very fast. I think it must be well over 200 brake horsepower opposed to how quick it is when I drive it. So that is the next raffle car. We need to choose a charity, and the charity we're going to do for this raffle is we're going to support Ability FC again. So they are the football club in Barnstable that helps kids with special needs play football. They've had a really big sponsor pull out recently, and it's made it really tough for them to be able to do a lot of the trips they did with the kids and take them out. And you know, these football teams means an awful lot to these kids. They need new kit, all that kind of thing. So we're going to support Ability FC on this raffle. I'll put a link to them somewhere in the video description down below. But I think these smaller charities, when we give money to these smaller charities, it makes such a big difference. If you give it to the bigger charities, they don't even really notice it. But you give a few £1,000s to one of these smaller charities, it makes all the difference in the world. Last time we were able to pay for them to go away to Wales to play against another special needs football team, weren't we? That was going to have to be cancelled before because they didn't have the funds. But when we gave them the money from the raffle, they were able to do it. So yeah, we're really making a difference out there, guys. So like I say, this is a fantastic car. If you like your hot hatches, perhaps you want something you can take on a track day here and there as well, maybe, this is the car for you. It is going to come out, I think we've just MOT'd it, but I'll check. If it hasn't, we'll be putting a brand new MOT on it. We'll probably do a service on it as well. And yeah, that'll be up for grabs. Now, we will put a cash alternative up as well. For those of you that don't wish to have the car but want to get involved and would just take the cash instead, we'll do the same as last time. We'll put £4,000 cash up as an alternative if you wish to have that instead of the car. Like all my raffles, there's no minimum ticket sales. The car will be drawn, or the cash will be given regardless of how many tickets do or don't sell. So I'll put a link to that raffle in the video description down below. And that's it for this video. Sorry for the big gap and absence. We've got an awful lot going on, still lots of like new stock and things that have happened and so forth that, excuse my English, that have happened that I need to do some videos on, some story time and so forth. So massive thanks to all of you that checked in with me to check I was all right, because I've been quiet for so long. It is much appreciated, and I will see you on the next one.